WWE was such a different environment than I had been accustomed to. You know, we both know how disjointed WCW could be, partly, and there seemed to be a lot more organization at WWE.
No worries about that.
The nice thing about, for me, WWE was a throwback to working for Cowboy in Oklahoma, was that you didn't have to worry about getting an answer. If you needed a question answer, you knew the one guy you could go to get it done. And Vince was the guy.
Right.
I wasn't the most popular guy there coming in because I had, you know, looked to be one of the voices of the enemy.
Right.
And so a lot of guys gave me the cold shoulder. I would, you know, so here's an example. Lord Alfred Hayes is one of the nicest guys in the world.
Yes, he is.
You know, God bless him and all that. Funny guy. I love being around him. Loved his laugh. You know, he liked his wine.
Had a gigantic dick, if I understand.
Yeah, he was allegedly hung like a Shetland pony. But be that as it may, he gave me he wouldn't even hardly speak to me at all. And Monsoon saw I give me the cold shoulder. Monsoon took him for a walk on their little stroll around the studio there, 120 Hamilton. Monsoon explained to Alfred that he was making himself look bad. He said, this guy's been in the business for 20 years. He's paid his dues. He's a territory guy. And you should be ashamed of yourself for treating him like shit for no reason because of where he last worked. He's with us now. So Monsoon had a way of doing that. He did that with a lot of guys on my behalf, unbeknownst to me. But with the Lord Alfred, when I knew, because Alfred came to me later that day and apologized for being a prick. He said, I talked to Gino, Monsoon, right? And he opened my eyes to your situation, and I don't know why I acted that way, but I feel embarrassed. So that's how it worked out, you know. Yeah. Monsoon was a great person on the show. One of the best.
The best.
I just love the guy. I wasn't working there when he passed away,
Right.
but I still went to his funeral in Jersey. So, I love the guy. We would, on days he'd come to do voiceovers, and the edits weren't ready. There's more than one occasion where we would go up to Boxwoods Casino because he loved again.
Oh, he was high roller.
Yes, yeah, big time, yeah. He pulled out a wad of cash one day. He had a great big rubber band around it. It was a big ass baller. It looked like a roll of Charmin, only it was green. Huge. And he and I and Ena were riding together. If we had these cameras in that era,
Yeah.
with those guys, now that's money.
You're not get.
So Ena says, God dang, how much money you got there? I said, oh, no, gotta talk around it. But he had over 10 grand in his pocket.
Mm-hmm.
He said, what do you do with all that money? He said, well, Brain, I might want to buy something. He just says, what? A ranch? They are on all day. It's boogie, man. Great natural ping, great chemistry. So Monsoon was my guy that helped break the ice with all the other staff members. Ian was another one because he and I hit it off right away.
Right.
And Mean Gene.
Yeah.
So those three veterans, who all were in my wheelhouse as far as you do broadcasting, as do I. So there could be some competition feel there, but there wasn't.
It's reported ahead.
So I had those three guys I'll always be indebted to for that. They're just wonderful. I felt like, I tell you what's a funny deal. A lot of people didn't realize that I had gone to work for WWE within the company until the production meeting at WrestleMania in Vegas at WrestleMania 9. So they have massive,
Reported ahead.
massive production meeting for this big show, outdoors, and then the elephants, all that stuff. It's my first show working with the Bobby and the Macho Man, which is an adventure. Randy's such a talented guy, but boy, his lack of trust of people. Yeah. And,
These reported ahead.
Probably came from working in the old Memphis area.
right? It mattered from the territory days. Yeah. Right. And his dad was a big influence on Randy. So maybe he had bad experiences. A lot of guys did in that era, sure. So I was at a production meeting. I guess leading the production meeting as always. And he introduces me. They stand up, Jim, before the JR days. And he's joining our team. He's going to be broadcasting WrestleMania tonight with Bobby and Randy. Which meant that leaves Monsoon out. And so when he introduced me, it would be like, I don't know, just the coldest, emptiest hall over the room. It's just very, very uncomfortable. You can see eyes kind of looking at you, and the guys smiling with the where's Sheena? Where's Gorilla? You take a Gorilla spot? Sure. It's not exactly like I got hired there as the auspices I was going to work WrestleMania. That was never discussed.
Sure.
So anyway, Monsoon did the opening for WrestleMania 9 and introduced me and pitched it down to me. Then he went back to the room. He was sick. That's why he didn't work the show. He didn't work the show because I was Vince's choice over Gorilla. Necessarily, it was a Becky. The Gorilla was very ill that few days of WrestleMania. But then, not too long after that, about a day, 3 or 4 days, Enan, Lord Alfred, and myself flew to Sheffield, England in '93 to do a live TV show. We're doing rehearsals at the arena in the afternoon, just getting our timing, to rehearse the cola, rehearse the open, that type of deal, same normal stuff. And I said something to the effect of on this little WWE show, on that open, on tape, on the rehearsal. Hello again, everybody. Welcome to WCW's Up. And within seriously, that's how the wrestling business works. Most people, this loving gossip and spreading the bullshit, like we see on social media. It took less than 2 hours or so for Vince to hear that I screwed up in rehearsal and said WCW. In rehearsal, not on the air. Linda McMahon even teased me about it. Because it had been popping a discussion. Are you shitting me? We're rehearsing.